Welcome, quilters! Today I'd like to show you hexagons. We have a set of nested mini hexagons. We use them on the inside. We have them available in 1/8 inch, 3/16, and 1/4 inch. And we go to the inside because you know if you have ever gone around a corner, you don't get a sharp point. You get a rounded edge. So in order to get hexagons with crisp corners, you're going to have to be on the inside. So let me show you how this tool works. Today we're going to work on blocks, different chains, and some unique designs, all from a hexagon. So let's start by showing you what the hexagon is how the hexagon is going to work. You're going to take out the wand, and then you're going to turn it around and place it back in so you have the smallest of the hexagons. Take out the small hexagon and keep moving the wand so that you have your 6th point each and every time. Remember, I'm not the one who's going to say, oh, you can finish that last point. I always give you that last point. So we're going to work with the biggest hexagon right now. And we're going to create a block design. So remember your spirographing? We're going to spirograph with a hexagon. So I'm going to get rid of these other pieces, set them right down here, use my blue tape to help hold the template in there. Now for long armors, that's your access point. For the home domestic machines, you can raise and lower your foot to go on the inside. You can also use the access point without cutting your thread so that you can move from a different spot or change sizes, all without having to cut your thread. So I have started by putting a 8-point grid on my block. So you can see I used a stencil and put an 8-point grid on my block. I am going to put my block in the center, drop my needle, and let's go ahead and bring up the bottom thread. Okay, today I need my tweezers. There we go. We'll knot off the center. Since I've got it down, we're going to use the access point, and I'm going to line up the template so that the registration lines are lined up on the registration lines I've put on my block. Now, if you already have seams and you want to use those, good to go. I am going to go clockwise around my template. So clockwise around your template, I have one positioned in. So now you can see how I have points on my hexagons. Let's rotate the template to the next axis point or the next registration line, lining up both the front and the back registration mark and repeating. You just keep rotating around. Now you will note that I'm moving my template around the block and I'm not turning my quilt. I could, this is a small enough piece to do that I could turn it, but remember you guys are working on larger quilts. You're working on lap quilts or full-size quilts, and that is not easy to turn underneath the machine. So you practice by turning your template, not your quilt. And one completed block design. Quick and easy. That is using the 8-point grid. You will get a similar design with the 6-point grid. The template is available in 1/8 inch, 3/16, and 1/4 inch. Let's do some border designs now. For this, I'm going to start with a 2-inch block. So we'll start up here at the top of my border, and I'm going to do half the hexagon. So I like to be able to cross over the center line when I'm creating a design, a border design. So I'm going to go half the hexagon, needle down, slide my template, the other half of the hexagon, needle down, slide my template, another half hexagon. Now let's say I'm all the way down at the bottom of my border. I'm going to go back up, doing the half of the hexagon I haven't done yet. Slide back up, making sure I'm lined up. Slide up. So the design that we've done right now is right here. A nice enough design, simple and easy to do. But now let's kick it up a step. So what I'm going to do is make sure my stitches are locked in. I'm going to raise my needle and go halfway down. I'm going to use the registration marks on my template to make sure I'm there. Still lining up on the straight line on the line that's on my quilt. We're going to lock in the stitch and we're going to repeat. And this is interlocking hexagons. Slide, cross over, slide, cross down, cross over. I'm at the bottom of my quilt, so I'm going to reverse my direction, going back up. Now, if you're wondering why my template isn't moving, these are our fabric gripping action templates. We have a special coating on the bottom of our templates that help grip the fabric. All right, let's tie that off. And you have a lovely interlocking hexagons. Look how quick and easy that was to do. Now, let's play with another design. So for this one, I'm going to turn this sideways so you can get the look and feel for it. So what I'm going to do here is not use the whole hexagon. Nothing says you have to use the entire template. You can use as much or as little of the template as you want. Now, to show it to you, I'm just going to get it started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the template. What I'm going to show you here is right here. This is 5/6 of the hexagon. I've set my template 1/4 of an inch away from the line. I'm going to stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to slide my template. Stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slide my template. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll finish it. Now, for purposes of showing you how this worked, I did not start with just the first two. If you want to have it a nice closed piece, when you started it, you would want to do these 2 pieces and then slide over for all 5. So that's how I managed to close up this one. I started here, 2, and then did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you don't want those diamonds all close together, you have options. You always have options. So let's do this again, and this time we'll start it with the first 2. I'm going to go down and down. And I'm going to slide it over. There we go. And we're going to do 5. But we're not going to do 5 all at once. So if I want those diamonds a little bit further apart, I can use the hexagon to space them out. So I've done 1, 2, 3. I'm going to slide it over and do one more to space it out. So now I'll finish off the 4 and 5. Slide my template over. 1, 2, 3, space it out. 4, 4, 5. Now, you can see here I put them equidistant apart. Again, you have options. So I could do 2 close by and 1 spaced apart. Or even 3 close by. The nicest thing about templates is being able to have options. These are stepped next to each other. This is spaced 1 apart, 2, and then 1, and a 3. You have options. It's always nice to have options. Now, there's one more design that's in the hexagon that's quite popular, and that is the chicken wire. The last time I did a chain, I did the chain with the point. Well, this time, we're going to do the chain with the side being bisected by the center line. So, and if you've ever actually seen chicken wire, you will know that things are doubled up. So this is why this design works so well. So first I'm going to create a chain down. And again, I'm only doing half. Slide my template down. Line it up the lines. Slide my template down. Let's do one more in here. Let's go back up, completing the side that we haven't done, and yes, you'll double stitch over that area. But take a close look at the chicken wire. You'll see that there's 2 wires there. Okay, we have finished our hexagon chain. Now it's time to put in the fence. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down here, just so you can see it a little bit better. So now I'm going to line up my hexagon pieces here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide it down, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when we're going to do this one, I want to end up back over here. So you can do the whole hexagon, or you can come this way and end up. I think I will do counterclockwise. And voila, you have the chicken wire pattern. Quick, fast, and easy. You'll find hexagons are quite useful for a lot of different designs. I hope you enjoy playing with your tools to create the different designs. They're available in 1/8 inch, 3/16, and 1/4 inch. Thank you and have fun quilting.